Hello, class here, acceleration of Suguri. Suguri? I don't know how to say her name. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Portal 2. We're playing this. It'll be silly because I picked the silly story mode, and we can take it on normal, I think. Pudding, the weapon of ultimate sweetness. I'll assume you read it. Okay, she's got one pudding, so there's not enough to share. And she's out of ingredients. So we could just let Saki have the pudding. Or we could fight over it. Yeah, she made it herself. And yeah, she would have liked to share it, but in the end there's just one for her. And she'd like to experience the pudding too, of course. Can't be helped. They just have to beat Saki. So we don't actually play as the title character in this story mode. We play as Saki, defending her pudding. Yeah, even the title character is sorry, but she's gonna fight. The first game was significantly more serious, I'll mention. And yeah, we're gonna fight over pudding. And there will not be any more plot until the final boss. So this is kind of a shmup, but also kind of a fighting game. Yeah, so I have two attack buttons. They're just attack A and attack B. I can't really make any sort of generality about it. And then I also have a special button, which changes the two attack buttons into effectively two other attack buttons. See, these napalm maracas deal more damage at farther range, so I don't just want to like get close and shotgun, basically. Yeah, some attacks change when they dash. I actually haven't pressed the special button once this battle yet. Oh yeah, that's a melee attack when I hit special. Where's... Okay, so that's special B. That's special A. There's A on its own. There's dashing A. Or this is dashing A. Oh yeah! There's tap B and there's hold B. This is the tap. This is the hold. So, yeah, we also have a dash button. You may have noticed some dashing in this battle. Yeah, and we have hypers. I think this is my best hyper. Yeah. Dashing raises heat. Heat amplifies damage taken by the amount of heat that you have. So heat is bad on most characters. There's one character who their attacks get better when they're over 200% heat, although then you're taking at least triple damage, so I don't know how I feel about that. I'll also mention that beam type projectiles can be dashed through, and also that the rings that you leave off when you dash convert beams, or rather, not convert, but they give you hyper meter based on like how much you dash through and stuff. So yeah, beam attacks, you dash them. Ballistic attacks like missiles cannot be dashed through. You just take damage. And beam attacks will destroy missiles and go straight through them. So there's kind of a rock, paper, scissors of dash beats beam beats ballistic beats dash. Although dashing is quite effective for dodging ballistic attacks, so you just don't want to dash into them. So yeah, we'll just do a bunch of battles. I toss out some attacks, and then hopefully my other attacks hit. Oh man. That big ring of bullets is pretty much the attack you use when you mess up doing the dashing version of the A button attack. It's just like, oh man, I want to give my enemy some hyper. I should do that big ring attack. Ow. Yeah, and you can get comboed because there's hit stun. Also, the outer ring before you reach the hard wall drains your hyper, so you don't really want to hang out in it. Oh man, that was a nice hit. She had a bunch of heat, and I got her with some long-range napalm maracas. Yeah, I can aim the napalm maracas a little. Most attacks just go straight at the enemy, or they like go around a bit and then go at the enemy, in the case of my dashing A. But the maracas I can either aim up or down. Or I can aim in neither direction. Oops. I think I need to use that boomerang thing more. I think it's a good move. I just like don't use it. Ow. I should make another of these big things. Yeah, I do have 4 hyper moves. I just only use that one. There's one for tapping the hyper button, one for hitting hyper while you're holding special, one for hitting B and hyper at the same time, and one for either AB hyper or special B hyper. I'm using the B hyper. Yeah, here's the person that has the altered attacks when she's at high heat. My opponent here. And she likes melee. Ow, ow, ow. I guess my rotating multicolor wheel is a beam. I think I saw her dash through it. Oh, I have a lot of hyper. I should make the spirit bomb. Nice. Ow. Yeah, while you're hypering, you're invincible. There's also a shield button that consumes a bar of hyper, or a half a bar of hyper if you're not in hit stun. You can't hyper while you're in hit stun, but you can shield while you're in hit stun. At least I think it's only a half a bar if you're not in hit stun. I don't remember quite all the game mechanics. I haven't played this game for too long, although I have beat both stories and beat arcade as like 7 characters. Let's see. Let's see. I guess I'll mention in the first game, most of these characters were attacking Earth under orders from a guy whose name I forgot. Because they were like genetically modified, so that they had to listen to him. They're really like not evil people. So they were pretty pleased with Suguri kind of defeating him a bit. And now they're hanging out and adjusting to Earth life, and Saki, that I'm playing as, makes cookies for children, and she really likes sweet things. That's why we're fighting over pudding. Yes. Also, this is significantly easier than the first game. I've never beat the first game, even on easy. But, I mean, I'm playing on normal here, and we're like halfway through the game. Yeah, I like that her laser reflection things do not reflect napalm. Oh, that's a hyper. Speaking of, I should use the wrong hyper. Excellent. That was exactly my plan, because I wanted to demo that I had other hypers. Don't worry about it. I mean, here's another one. It would have probably been awesome if I'd been next to her, but I actually don't remember what all my hypers do. Ah, Hime. We must be approaching the end. I think it'll be Hime, Suguri, and then the final boss. Oh, it's not the final boss of the other story mode. It'll actually be a guest character. Oh. Ah. I'll mention that Hime was... Oh man, I have so much heat. I think she did an attack that caused me to have heat, maybe? I don't think I dashed that much. Oh yeah, I'm on fire. Yeah, Hime was the final boss of the first game. And she really likes binding chains. She has a card named Binding Chains in the Orange Juice crossover board game, 100% Orange Juice. Saki, meanwhile, is not playable, but there's a card representing her named Saki's Cookie. Oh man, the combos. The combos of my hyper hitting them repeatedly, because I'm actually bad at combos on this character. I have a decent combo that I do as Hime, involving her basic chain attack that if it hits can lead into like 2 or 3 more, I think. And then you like use her beam, and then you use like a hyper. It's maybe not a pro level combo, but it's one I was capable of pulling off as Hime, which is more than I can say of my Saki play, where I just toss out a bunch of projectiles and then toss out more and hope that one of the types of projectiles hits. It's one of the alt versions of Suguri. She's got like 3 different versions in this game. I think, yeah, P is the one with pods. Ow! SP is focused on her sword. And then the basic one has like a beam rifle and the sword. She doesn't appear in arcade mode, so I don't really know how to fight her, other than doing the same thing I've been doing this whole game. Did I really like not land any napalm while she was stuck in my hyper? Nice. That certainly cut off her approach a number of times. Oops. Oh man, she charged like a lot of hyper off that. Although I think she was like full anyway. I don't know what to do about this attack. Maybe if I keep dashing repeatedly. Ow. Okay, I probably can't beat her in melee. Well, my ring attack certainly dealt with those missiles effectively. I think the AI might not know what to do about the big ball thing before it actually can hit people. Alright. She's sorry, but now the pudding is hers. And then somebody's like, do you wish to obtain pudding? Pudding has led countries to ruin, brought confusion upon the world, and caused much sacrifice. Even so, you still desire it? And she's confused. Answer me, do you wish to revive the weapon of ultimate sweetness? And you know, she's not gonna give up. And yeah, it has the power to destroy countries because it can make you fight your friends, but it's not the pudding's fault. And it hasn't done anything wrong. And yeah, it's just enough for you in a tiny cup. And so you better eat it. It's the time to eat! And yeah. You truly desire the pudding. And then you'll eat it over my dead body. She's the pudding deity, also known as QP from QP shooting. Long ago, when countries were falling into ruin, creators of pudding prayed to the heavens. They prayed to prevent the same mistake from being made once again. Their wishes reached the heavens, and so I was born. But that's not exactly true. Those people really did pray to prevent their mistake from being repeated, but deep down inside they felt the pudding hadn't made any mistakes. They wanted it to fulfill its purpose to bring people happiness. So you seek to grant their wishes, both of them. So you've appeared today. Seems there's already been a fight over pudding, but you want to grant those wishes. Yes. You truly want to eat the pudding, so the final test, you must overcome the pudding deity and lead the pudding to happiness. This is the most reasonable plot of all time. I don't know what you're talking about. So I believe QP is slightly overpowered, but not severely so. It's not like the giant robot boss. Oh man. Yeah, I like going to the bottom of the screen to make this ball thing, because it always comes out above you, instead of, like, most attacks that are, like, aimed at the enemy. Oh, dang! Okay, well, she's above me, so that's fine enough. Napalm is still the best attack. Oh, wow, I'm, like, severely winning. Whoa! Get away from the hyper! Ow. Whoa! Ow, ow, ow. Oh, that was exciting. I think since I did... Oh. I thought since I did mine second, her invincibility would wear off, and I would actually get to hit her. Yeah, cornered. Yeah, I should have really just kept tossing Napalm out. It's the best move in the game. Or at least, it's pretty great against normal computers. I'm sure humans would dodge it pretty consistently if it was all I did. So that's why I like mixing up the attacks. And yeah. Oh! Haven't won yet. Desire isn't strong enough to grant the wishes of the pudding. Or for the pudding. Okay, and QP's already in bad shape, but she was born to grant the wishes. She will not allow herself to die until they are granted. And Saki does understand. Oh, and she's doomed to disappear either way. Because their characterization is similar. So we've got to fight her with everything we have. Except there's not actually going to be another battle, it's just plot. Don't want to have any regrets. Not just of the pudding's creators, but yours too. So don't hold back or else they'll have regrets. And she uses that hyper that I've been using all game. And the little pudding has been kept waiting, and she's actually been dreaming the whole time. Spoilers. So that's the game. I don't think I have anything else to say about it. See ya!